Breaking the News with Des Clark.
I am Des Clark and this is Breaking the News, the show that breaks the week's news and asks four opinionated panellists to put it back together again. And with me virtually this week are comedian Darren Harriott and with him actor and star of Scot Squad Karen Barkey. And facing them is comic and writer Joe Caulfield and joining her is stand-up Bruce Devlin. In the news this week, a rare version of the classic 1985 Super Mario Bros. Has sold at auction for £90,000. Now, in case you're wondering, this is the most ever paid for a video game, but only the second most ever paid for a plumber. Billionaires Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates are amongst many prominent US figures targeted by hackers on Twitter in an apparent Bitcoin scam. Yes, even the Prince of Nigeria was hit, according to an email I received this morning. And a cow has been saved in a dramatic RAF helicopter rescue after it fell down a waterfall and became stranded. A farmer in Northumberland has noticed that one of his 60 cattle was missing and after a search spotted her down a ravine. The farmer said the cow was near frozen after the incident but now is warming up nicely at 180 degrees and inside a pie. And there we go, let's crack on with round one. Woo! Yay! Woo, 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 woo! Hey! And this is the Broken News round, where our teams have to guess the two major stories of the week that have been mashed together into one single news headline. Now, Darren and Karen, can you tell me our first story, please?
Nicola Sturgeon is telling people to act safely and responsibly as
Boris Johnson was fined by Police Scotland for failing to wear a face covering in
hairdressers, bars and restaurants, cinemas, tourist attractions and places of worship
last weekend.
The First Minister says, keep the heed.
And with the phrase at the end, keep the heed, I'm going to come straight to you, Darren. Any thoughts on what our first story might be, mate?
I'm going to throw it out there and I'm going to say it's got something to do with maybe wearing masks.
It is the news that Police Scotland did not have to issue a single fine over the weekend to people for breaking the rules on wearing face coverings in public. And the development now is that wearing face coverings in shops and supermarkets in England is also set to become mandatory. That's from the 24th of July.
I've started wearing my mask.
Oh, wow.
Because it's a statement now, isn't it? Everybody's got their sort of individual masks. Like I saw this one guy, he was wearing a jeans mask and it was the back pocket, which means he sat on it and he's now wearing it as a mask.
Oh, no.
Surely that's worse for your health.
It's not a good look.
At least it wasn't in a zipper.
What about you, Karen? Are you up for wearing the mask?
I've become obsessed with making them, so my house is like overrun with fat quarters, which is also, strangely, my own nickname for my hindquarters now after 5 months cake.
No.
So I've got tons of material everywhere. I've got toggles, I've got elastic. I am mass manufacturing them. I don't know what we're going to do with them. We're going to have like 100 and there's only 2 faces in my house. I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do.
I'm the complete opposite, Karen. I am very much into, I buy plain black masks, nothing fancy, no labels, no badges, nothing like that. It's plain. And that is it.
Obviously,
I feel like bank robbers are going, my USP's totally gone. I had like a special skill and now everybody's just wandering around in black face masks. This is rubbish.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because I actually, when I go into like the supermarket with my face mask, I feel like a retired ninja. Just like it's all over now. I still want to feel like I'm a part of the team.
What happened to the Karate Kid? He's in the queue for Tesco. What happened to that guy? So what about you, Joe Caulfield? Are you a mask wearer? Are you excited about the mask?
Oh, I love the mask. One, because my upper lip hair is just running free now. So that's excellent. Saving a fortune in lipstick as well. And then the other thing that I found that I really like doing is when you're queuing and you've got your mask on, you can slag people off in the queue and go, oh my God, your children are so ugly. And then turn around and go, I don't know, who said that? I don't know. Nobody knows it's you.
And in terms of the masks, and we're talking about the designs of them, people trying to get creative, are you happy to get a shop-bought one, or have you gone the extra step and made your own?
Oh, God, I couldn't make my own at all. But I have discovered that I have a large head And knowing Bruce Devlin, I was thinking about you the other day, Bruce, because I had to order large, and I thought, Bruce, there will not be a mask big enough. Surely there must be a problem. I'm sending away for that, and I've got some.
Do you know, you are not wrong with that. My head is massive. My father was called Buckethead, and I'm not that far behind him. And I had to get my mask sent back because they were crippling my ears because I hadn't put long enough elastic in. But I did nearly come a crop out because I put my mask on and I put my sunglasses on. Tom Ford, thank you very much. Drove my car and nearly crashed because I didn't understand what the steam was. I thought I was going through my own personal summer, if you catch my drift, and had to pull over. And it wasn't a hot flash. I wasn't going through menopause. I just didn't realise that the steam would go back up. But I'm au fait now. I know what's what.
People get fined for not wearing a mask. If there were any other fines to be handed out under current conditions, what would it be for?
Posting pictures of your sourdough starter.
Oh,
I think that should be a jail sentence. Not even just a fine, just straight go jail.
Joe, if you were in charge of these things, what would you be handing out fines for?
If anyone moans about queuing when you're in the queue, I would fine them, because also, I think it adds a bit of excitement. Like when I'm queuing for Scotmid at the end of the road, I can imagine that I'm queuing. Oh, what am I going to be allowed to get in today? Oh, will Malky, or will he go, I'm not well dressed enough? It's like it makes it exclusive. So I'm all excited by the queuing, and I would find people for not queuing properly, and also people who, if they're in the queue behind or in front of you and they're on their mobile phone, so I am forced to listen to their phone conversation.
Oh.
You shouldn't be allowed to use your phone in the queue.
Oh, this is good. Yes. Bruce, what are you thinking?
That they should have the phone on speakerphone so you're getting both sides of the chat. I have said that to someone on a train in a quiet coach. I went up and said, do you want to put that on speakerphone because it's not fair, we can't hear everything.
Yes, the news of mandatory masks in shops, of course, the right answer. Well done, Darren and Karen. You get 2 points for that. And now to you, Joe and Bruce. Any thoughts as to what our second part of that mashup might be?
This is our phase 3 in Scotland. Coming later than in England, so we're allowed to do lots of things now. I've got a very busy day planned. I've got a haircut, a tattoo, a pedicure, then I'm going to the museum, then I've got contact sports outside with 2 households and socially distanced drinks in the library.
You're right, phase 3 is upon us. Yes, this week the First Minister reminded people to keep the heed as Scotland began its most significant relaxation of coronavirus measures since the country went into lockdown in March. So in phase 3, we've got hairdressers and barbers, bars and restaurants, cinemas, tourist attractions, places of worship and childcare settings can all now reopen. Libraries are now allowed to open as well, a move which was greeted with cheers, then immediately followed by an annoyed shush. It's a library. Keep it quiet here. So Joe's got a busy diary planned with this phase 3. Bruce, what about you? What are you looking forward to?
So I kid you not, I almost cried when I sat in the hairdresser's chair. He tried to speak to me and I went, not a word, just cut. For the love of the wee man, just cut. I don't care about you. I don't care about your wife. I don't care about your child. Get this hair off me before I actually start breakdancing. So no, I'm very pleased.
I'll tell you this. I really love Scotland's approach to it compared to what when you cross the road, but it's on green and somebody else is in front, and you're like, oh, I'll go behind them. Because if anything happens, they'll get hit first and I'll be fine. That is exactly what Scotland have done.
I think it sort of suits Scotland as well. Let's not rush into this being friendly with people again. So
You're right.
I realised over lockdown, I've become French in lockdown. Or accidentally drunk all the time, as my husband said. And it's just your home measures, isn't it? So I thought I was being sophisticated. I'm going, this is what French people do. They start drinking at 6:30, don't they? Oh,
Oui,
it's
oui.
8 o'clock and I'm really drunk by accident.
We've got to a stage where things are starting to ease off and open up. Is there anything you think we shouldn't actually return to?
The thing that I would like stopped is Zoom. It's like getting your photo taken. You're never sitting up high enough. They can't hear you, whatever. And you just my sister was always like, oh, come on, we'll Zoom. And I'm like, we barely like each other. And twice a year on the phone is fine. So I don't understand that level of false sentiment, if you see what I mean.
Darren, we're obviously in that phrase that we don't like, the new normal, whatever that actually means.
Yeah.
And in terms of returning to some stuff, is there any anything you would say, actually, I'd rather we didn't return to that?
Yeah, reusing plastic bags. The only reason I say that is because I would always forget and I would feel guilty in the supermarket. And now, obviously, no one's doing that anymore. And I kind of feel less guilty.
And Karen, what about you? Obviously, we've come a long way and some things have been lifted at this point. But are there certain things that you would actually say, I'd rather we didn't return to that?
You know that thing where not like people that you're close with, but other people who've got kids and their kids fly at you and give you like a big slobbery kiss. I'm really glad they're not allowed to do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't say no, because, it's so cute.
Now, legally, you're allowed to just put your foot out as soon as they run towards you and just hold them with your foot.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just sum up Darren and Karen's contribution to this. They'd rather not have brought back protecting the environment and the affection of children. So it's going to be a happy time. Well done, Joe and Bruce. You get 2 points for that, for the mashup of mandatory masks and Phase 3 measures in Scotland. And at the end of that round, the teams are all square. Now, so much of our news is about public opinion, so obviously we're not out and about with our microphones at the moment, but we have caught up with two very good friends of the programme. We spoke to comedian David Kay and actress Leah McRae. So, Joe and Bruce, what story do you think Leah is on about here?
I've always loved going to this place ever since I was little. It's got a very distinct smell. You can see things all in one place that you would normally have to travel to different parts of the world to see. In terms of this specific new thing, I would definitely like to go and have a look because I'm proper nosy.
Is she talking about zoos?
The correct answer is zoos, and entrepreneurs in New Zealand are working with the creators of some of Hollywood's most famous creatures to develop animatronic dolphins that look almost identical to their living counterparts. As marine parks around the world face increasing pressure to abandon exhibitions featuring real whales and dolphins, the creatures provide an appealing alternative, say their creators. Bruce, this is one of those stories that sounds like a wind-up, but it's genuinely true.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but could you imagine? Because when you went to the zoo as a child, they'd say, sorry, the animals, they're having a wee sleep just now, or they're having a domestic. And then you'll have cries of, charge up the porpoise! Come on, let's go! Backspace! And all that kind of stuff. I think it's, quite honestly, I think it's tosh. Oh, what's next? Tins of tuna in drag. It's ridiculous. No, I'd like a stop put to it. What do you think, Joe?
Well, I think Edinburgh Zoo already has fake animals because I have never believed those pandas are real. I think they're two drama students in suits trying to pay off their fringe debt from 2016. That's what they are.
Yes. It all makes sense now. And what do you think about this? Because obviously with the pandemic, they're worried about the future of zoos and theme parks. But do we really think, Joe, that fake animals are the way ahead?
I really don't see there's any point in a zoo nowadays.
No.
But I went to Disneyland Paris because I was working there. They have a massive hall, so it was for a corporate event. So there was loads of people in IT there. But what I thought was really funny about the whole place was it really didn't suit French people to work in Disneyland because they're not American. They don't have that happy, clappy, hey, we love people, we love customers. And I just remember at the reception, every 15 minutes, the music goes off and some kind of Disneyland character appears and dances around.
Oh, no.
And in the reception, it was Pluto, the dog. So the music would come on. And this is all like business people checking in at the desk. And the poor guy, he's got to check in like 40 people at once. And then Pluto turns up and everyone's meant to stop and start singing. Right? And the guy at the reception, I just said to him, I said, this must be really difficult trying to do your job with this. And he goes, yes, the dog is the most annoying.
I love that.
Well, this is happening, obviously. I don't know if you had seen the story, Karen.
I have real concerns about it. Like you said at the start, somebody hacked everybody's Twitter yesterday, and what happens if they start hacking like the animals? What if the dolphins just become like crazed warlords? What if our penguin overlords?
What?
Like, just imagine. So somebody manages to hack the robot penguins at Edinburgh Zoo, right? It's not that far to Holyrood. And they start marching down there to take over the country. Nobody stops them because they're going, well, they do that every day, don't they?
Isn't that from Tim Burton's Batman?
Yes.
Wasn't that what happened? The penguins took over.
And I think you'd have to be very careful, but I think you should be anyway. People who go swimming with dolphins, and so then the dolphins would wreak revenge and they would just say really nasty things about you in your swimsuit.
Yeah.
You should not have worn a two-piece. No.
No. Are you really a 14?
Darren, what about yourself then? First of all, zoos, theme parks, is this something you're excited about? Would you go and visit these places?
I don't get dolphins. I don't get this obsession with dolphins. I'm guessing other animals hate dolphins because we, for some reason, treat them as like intellectual equals. But to like other animals, they're like, oh, he's just bouncing a ball off his head. That's a scholar. Like, it makes no sense to me.
It's not the first. Like many, I thought I saw a mechanical octopus at the Glasgow Aquarium once, and it turns out somebody had just dropped a set of bagpipes in the tank.
Lord.
I know. For so many reasons. Right, to you now, Darren and Karen. Here's David Kay, and what is David on about here?
I mean, if this is the way it's going to go, then it's a whole different ball game. One of the things that this might expose, if you say you've got great leadership qualities, but you're just sitting there on your own, just yourself. I mean, how are you leading anybody?
Oh, so it's like when you're like applying for a job but online, like on a video.
Yes, that is the right answer. Well, the classic CV is still very popular. Candidates are increasingly now being asked to present themselves in video format instead.
Well, I mean, how do you demonstrate you've got attention to detail? What do you do? Just be like, hang on, I've got the National Enquirer here and they've got like a spot the difference thing. I'll just do that in front of you. How do you prove you've got any skills?
Darren, are you not into it either?
No, I like having it all printed out, handed in, nice and simple. But next they're going to be asking to do like TikTok dances and stuff. It will definitely turn into a dating app. That's what will happen. Any video submissions, it will turn into it. Even LinkedIn. LinkedIn is now used for dating because not only do you see a picture, but you see their salary. So people are really into using LinkedIn as like a proper date.
But I think you could make that to your advantage. Like you're saying about TikTok, well, I would go, oh, if they get their whole family to do a TikTok, they're a very good organiser. I will hire them. Isn't it? Or you go, oh, look, they were drunk for 14 days straight. That shows commitment and stamina.
And this idea, obviously, of the video CV brings up the fact that at some point, many people have lied to get a job. Have you done this before? Would you be honest to say that you've lied for a job in the past?
Of course I've lied for a job in the past. Don't be ridiculous. I've lied to get in relationships, I've lied to get in people's houses, and I've lied when I've stolen their stuff. I think sometimes, to be honest with you, lying is the only way. Why? People don't want the truth anyway. Let's be a little more Kardashian.
So I'm going to ask your best interview tip.
I always want to, like, if they ask a question, there's something in me. And some people say this is a good technique. I think they do it in like neuro-linguistic programming, where you mirror the person. So if they ask you a question, you just ask them a question. So I think I would do that. Whatever they ask me, they go, "What are you interested?" I go, "What are you interested in?" And you know, and where do you see it? Where do you see yourself? Till they would go, well, she's absolutely. I would either go one or two ways. Either they would go, we really like her because she's exactly like us, or she's insane and unemployable.
Video CVs, of course, the correct answer. 2 points go to Darren and Karen. You're tuned to a socially distant Breaking the News on BBC Radio Scotland with me, Des Clark. Now, this round is all about who's in the news. I'll play you a clip of a mystery person. All you have to do is tell me who it is. So, Darren and Karen, you're up first this time. Who is this?
There's that famous saying, isn't there, that you can change your friends, but you can't change your family. I think you get what you're given.
Yeah, it's either Peter Kay or Vernon Kay. I'm going to guess it's Vernon Kay.
It is Vernon Kay. Why are we talking Vernon this week then, Darren?
Well, he's got a very exciting winter coming up. He's rumoured to be in the new I'm a Celebrity. I would say jungle, but it might not be in the jungle.
Vernon Kay has reportedly signed up to star in the next series of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. But the hugely popular ITV show, usually filmed, as we know, in the Australian jungle, is rumoured to be filming in Scotland this year amid concerns about restrictions in Australia due to COVID-19.
There's always some beautiful woman in a bikini doing a waterfall shower in Australia.
Mhm.
And I kind of want to see that in Scotland, but it's just like two guys in high vis with like really big watering cans just standing over them, just pouring water over some poor person in a dry suit.
It could be, yeah. And what about in terms of one of the names we've mentioned is Vernon Kay that might be in it? Apparently £250,000 if he gets it. Do you think this is a good way for Vernon to relaunch the career? Because he's not done much in the high-profile way lately.
Well, we do have to remember, and this has all been in the papers or whatever, that he does have something of a roving eye. So I suppose you would have to be careful of any in-camp frisson. So the good thing is he won't have his phone. As long as he keeps it in his punders, I think it'll be okay. And I think it'll be a nice way to bring Vernon Kay, the face of Family Fortunes, back.
Yes, because you know that they've relaunched Family Fortunes and replaced him with Gino D'Acampo.
Have they?
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sake, he can barely cook. What's wrong with these people? Grow up.
Haven't we
When did Les Dennis go?
Oh, no, he's still alive, dear. No, come on now. Come on, let's not be wishing people away, little miss.
No, I'm not. I'm just like, what happened to Les?
Les has been in Coronation Street most recently.
Yes, he's doing very well as an actor now.
Yes, thank you very much. Hashtag Les Dennis Appreciation Society. Hashtag not dead.
What about you, Joe?
Well, I would worry very much about putting him. That's why maybe the cold is good. It's the heat that gets men stirred up. So in the cold, hopefully that will dampen any ardour and you won't be seeing people in their bikinis or shorts and stuff. So it'll be a very Scottish, it'll be very Calvinistic, where it'll all be fully clothed, cold, uncomfortable, and really dull.
Would they do like a Scottish bush tucker trial or like with a little Scottish twist? Because I would never want to eat like a bull's testicle, but a deep fried bull's testicle, I could probably give it a go.
Oh, but the big thing is, will Nicola allow the celebrities in, or will they have to quarantine if they've come from England? No one's thought about this, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's rumoured that Vernon Kay is going to be in this year's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here because wife Tess Daly has always vetoed him going on Strictly Come Dancing. Apparently, she doesn't want the famous curse of Strictly to strike and break up her perfectly happy relationship with Claudia Winkleman. So, as long as that's the case, he's going into the Scottish jungle. 2 points to Darren and Karen. That was Vernon Kay. Right, Joe and Bruce, back to you now. Who is this and why are they in the news?
You have to have some emotional experiences in your own life so that you can draw on them for your next character. I mean, it sounds very cliche, but cliches are true.
Julia Sawalha. She's been dropped from a thing that I didn't even really know was a thing. Chicken
Run.
Animation Chicken. Yeah, Chicken Run. Hardman Films. I think they're the people that do Gromit and Wallace and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit.
So they've dropped her because they said that her voice now sounds too old for the part.
Well done for giving us the right answer there, Joe, even though you gave almost every part of it said incorrectly. It was Julia Sawalha, the actress, and she said that she's not going to be reprising a role in the upcoming Chicken Run sequel, claiming that filmmakers said her voice was too old. She had voiced the lead character of Ginger in the original 2000 Aardman film, but has apparently been told she will be replaced by a younger actress in the new film. The studio said they can get around the problem by using careful microphone placement, specifically by placing it in front of somebody else.
But she said that she then recorded her voice to show them that it doesn't sound older. But, you know, that maybe they were just being nice by going, oh, we have to think of a reason, so we'll say that reason. But they just want publicity, you know, to get a new person. I think the thing that's she should be more outraged about is the fact that she's 51 and doing the voice of a chicken. That's not dignified.
I understand Joe's point about it being quite, it makes her look a bit bad, but I think she went about it the right way. But the one mistake she made was when she recorded her voice to send, she was wearing a face mask. So she did sound a little bit older.
I have to defend her playing a chicken. I've played a seagull and I was quite proud of it. I'm not embarrassed at all. I haven't played a bird.
That's a step down.
Hey, I had wings and everything. It was good. I had somebody following me with 2 tea towels to make the flapping sound. It was great.
Just on Chicken Run, is this a film that you enjoyed? Are you excited about the fact that there's a sequel of it coming out?
I'm actually working on a prequel with Bernard Matthews at the moment, which is simply called Beautiful.
Rocky, the main character, originally voiced by Mel Gibson, will be recast. Sorry, I read that wrong. Mel Gibson will be racist. Immediate correction there. Julia Sawala is the right answer. 2 points go to Joe and Bruce. And it's time now for a final quickfire round, which is all about deciphering the numbers in the news. I will read out a headline. All the teams have to do is fill in the blanks. So get ready, teams. When we run out of time, you'll hear this.
Do I need to wear a mask or not?
That's Sky News' Kay Burley. And yes, you should, Kay. So here we go. 73% of parents think they've gotten what wrong?
Contraception.
73% of parents think they've gotten what wrong?
Their household's toilet roll to bums ratio.
73% of parents think they've gotten what wrong?
Naming their child Boris.
I'm going to give you that one. 73% of parents think they've gotten the name they gave their kids wrong.
Oh, really?
So I'm going to give you that one. Well done.
Do I need to wear a mask or not?
There we go. That is the klaxon. Kay has burleyed, and at the end of the quiz, our winners this week are Joe Caulfield and Bruce Devlin. And commiserations to Karen Barkey and Darren Harriott.
It was a good game. We fought hard.
And we'll leave you with the breaking news. Breaking news just in. Victoria Beckham is reportedly making moves to launch a health and lifestyle brand in the US, which is set to rival Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop empire. Apparently, David Beckham is also keen to help, with 2 of his drawings for the company logo already making it onto the fridge. A walkway is to be built on top of the iconic Forth Rail Bridge to create a visitor attraction. The Forth Bridge experience is expected to attract up to 85,000 people a year, with visitors able to climb to a viewing point 367 feet above the river for a stunning view of the inside of a cloud. And Priti Patel has unveiled further details of the new immigration system for the UK after Brexit. The new system is set to come into force on New Year's Day, immediately ending freedom of movement within the EU. The news does not come as a surprise, as it won't be the first time somebody in Scotland has been unable to move after Hogmanay. The news is broken. I've been Des Clark. Goodbye.